I cannot understand this thing about the forgiveness of God. How does God forgive? Does God forgive everything, or is there hell? What does it mean to fear God? Are you supposed to be scared of God?
Well, let's start with human beings. The mother. She gives unconditionally to the child, not knowing also how he will turn up. But she has high expectations, she has high hopes. Even the ugliest of all, if you like, animals or creatures, look at the crow and its tiny little chick. It's probably one of the ugliest things you can see. But for the mother crow, it's the most beautiful thing ever. And she will die for it. So, to forgive is to understand. Once the mother knows that the child is infirm or wants to be all the time acknowledged or is very needy, so she understands the child. So she is all the time forgiving. She's free of that, if you like, obstacles of blame and claim of not forgiving. So until you forgive everyone, including yourself, including your past, including your stupidities, you're not able to be present. God is the all-knowing. It's a word again. There is only God. There is only that which knows all. There is only that from which this illusion of space and time has caught us. This is the second womb. There can be nothing ever that touches the mind unless it's one of two. So one is your motherly womb. She's a poor woman after 9 months. 6, 7 months she was hoping that it will remain, and so on, looks after. But by the time it's due, she is eager to spew it out. Same mother, same fetus. So that is one pregnancy and one birth. The other one is in space and time. We are all within the womb of space and time. And if it is ready, then you have evolved beyond space and time. Very few people may manage that station, ongoing state, whilst alive. But everybody experiences after death. Maybe after quite a bit of removal of the rust and the dust that they have collected during their life on earth. That's why there is a lot of account and so that's why some people, when they die, you know that they are still in turmoil. Many days. That's why it is in many world religions, remembrance of the death. And the idea of 7 is one of many considered sacred numbers. So is 19, so is 40, so is this and that. So the annual, they go and visit the grave. Also it's remembrance that I will be there as well. But who is I? Am I truly going to be in the grave with worms barely managing to eat what was left of that flesh, or what? Who is the I? The I is that light of lights, but gives rise to an earthly walking imprisonment, which is the so-called you and I. And the moderator between perfect life, cosmic life, and personal life is the mind. It reduces that intensity of pure, high, unmeasurable voltage of light of lights, reduces it to conditioned consciousness. Conditioned consciousness through the khayal, through the second faculty of the inner sense. So I become, yes, this is me. So you say it is me when you were 2 years old, you say this is me when you are 20 years old, and you say this is me when you are 60 years old. It's very confusing. The 2-year-old is not the same as 20, not the same as 60. Who is the real you? And where are you when you are deep asleep? Where are you when you are sick and hallucinating? Who is the you? These are all, like little bubbles emerging from the original, ongoing, if you like, bubble maker. These are different roles that you play as you grow up, so to speak, from low consciousness to high consciousness. So the pattern is set. You and I, through suffering and avoidance of suffering, we end up choosing one pattern, and that's called the perfect path. The perfect path means it it's at the edge between space and time. You know the time, you know it's midday, morning, but you're also touching that which is beyond space and time. So you are in this world, not of this world. This is, if you like, the path of truth, the path of Muhammad, the path of Quran. And it is according to your intelligence. Intelligence is not just your IQ or your emotional intelligence, is to do with your spiritual intelligence. According to your intelligence, you are totally, utterly at one with the one. And this is the intention behind this amazing gift of life. But like a pyramid, only the top of it is very little and the base of it is very wide. And this is how it is. It is, if you like, generosity. I have here these pin oaks trees. When the acorn is ready, on average, I think anything between 2,000-3,000 acorns to maybe 10,000-20,000. But you go out right now, because this is the season, you only find about 3 or 4 have germinated. The rest is just generosity, background. So God's intention is to be at one with the one. And then there is this element of so-called personal freedom. In truth, there is no freedom. In truth, the work is done. In truth, we all want the truth. In truth, there is only the truth. But you only discover it through different levels of falsehood. One falsehood, I am this and that, and I'm able, I'm capable, on and on and on and on. But you don't deny these roles. But this is not the real you. Where are you in deep sleep as a doctor or as a carpenter or as a... These are roles in the space-time, if you like, arena. But the real you is light upon light. The more you calibrate with it, the more the roles you are given will be played more efficiently, least wastefully, least with attachment. You've done it, it's finished. You've done your, thank you very much, goodbye. Time comes to leave this body. Say, thank you very much, you are wonderful people, now it is your problem, goodbye. But don't do it in an awkward time, that they can't take you and bury you, because they are still attached, they still regard you, they think of the body dead. Try and sleep with some dead body at night. It's not easy, because you still think he is alive. You say suddenly he's going to snore. Not easy to sleep with a dead person. So you must laugh at the so-called self by permission, by courtesy of the soul. And that is the true intention behind anything that exists. And everything moves in that evolutionary way towards its ultimate revolution, revolving back to origin. The early start, beginning, and the destiny and the end are not separate. They are not in space and time.